What's going on, guys? Just finished earlier with my workout here and wanted to share a little something what happened. This was kind of a couple days ago. I was training really hard and just going through kind of typical stuff that I do, and I noticed for like the past couple days I was having some lower back issues, right? Just kind of, historically, I mean, you guys know, like over the years, used to really struggle with a lot of pain and injuries, like everything all over my body, like when I was in my 30s, I mean, years ago, and I don't deal with it a lot anymore. I've learned how to manage it all and what to do to kind of, keep those things from, for the most part, from happening. But every now and then, like I'll get something like that. So, the past couple days I was dealing with some lower back stuff. Nothing crazy serious, but I just noticed like I was a lot more stiff, and I wasn't able to move the same. And, it was pretty odd for me. So, and that was like probably a couple days ago. And then, so yesterday I started noticing my neck getting really stiff, right? So, and this is kind of the thing where, I talk about this now and do this video because, these are the types of things that a lot of times it's really easy, especially, as we get older, right? In our 30s or our 40s or, even in our 50s. And it's easy to think that, oh my God, like maybe, I shouldn't be doing like some of these exercises anymore, and for me, I like to train hard. I like to be strong. I like to be athletic, and even in my 40s and beyond, I plan on being that, and that means that, sometimes I lift heavy. Sometimes like I train, harder than maybe normal. Sometimes, I'm pushing myself a little bit more, and getting into this, it'd be really easy to have kind of the common thought that, wow, I shouldn't be like deadlifting heavy anymore. I shouldn't be doing like, these dumbbell rows anymore and lifting things like that. Or maybe I shouldn't be like jumping or sprinting anymore and doing these things because it's bad for me. Like I hurt my back. Oh my God, my neck, right? And the thing is that, this is what we're told a lot, and we're led to believe this, that because, we get older, we're a certain age, that now we can no longer perform like these movements and activities and, train hard or run or play sports and do the things that we love to do because we're older or because we have some kind of, aches, pains, or injuries. Okay. And the point being that what I found is that, I kind of go through like an assessment. And I get to kind of the root of the problem, right? Okay, so look, if my back's stiff and then my neck follows up with that, I know these two are related. Okay, so, what's the thing that's driving it, right? What triggered it and what's driving it? And what I realized, like for me in looking at everything, was that when, I push and I tend to get a little bit tired, that I perform my movements and I overextend my back at times. And I realized it right away. So I went through like some movement today, did some pull-ups and did some leg curls and was working with my positioning. And what I found was that when I started to hyperextend and overarch my back, that's when I felt that exact stiffness and tightness and pain in my back that I've been dealing with. When I aligned my position and got myself back in alignment, it went away. Like it felt a ton better. I had like no problems with it. I was moving good, feeling good, right? And interestingly enough, after going through about 15-20 minutes of this workout that maybe I shouldn't be doing because, well, shit, that's the stuff that caused my back and my neck to hurt. Instead, I used it in a way to reinforce the right positioning, to realign everything and to stabilize my body better. And what happened was my neck started feeling a lot better. My back and neck felt better. And then just after I just went into a shower and ran some hot water on it, did some very easy kind of mobilization work, very light and everything. And I can say right now, like my back is feeling 80% better. My neck is feeling about 50% better. And that's just in the last, 45 minutes or so. So the point I'm trying to make is that, it's, we could go with the mindset of we're older now. We have to ease up. There's certain movements and things that we can't do anymore, but we got to understand that, just because you avoid certain movements and things in the gym what you do in the gym is what prepares you for life. That's what prepares you for what you do in your everyday life. And these are movements that we need to be doing. We've got to be able to walk. We've got to be able to bend. We've got to be able to rotate our bodies. We've got to be able to push and pull and squat down and do these things. And if we try to avoid them all the time because of pain and injuries, I'm not saying that do stuff that hurts you. I'm saying that it's not the movements, it's not the exercises that are the problem. They're not what's driving pain and injuries in our body. It's how we perform them that does. When we have improper movement patterns because we have imbalances in our body, when we have pain, it alters the way we move. We then start to lose healthy movement patterns, and our movement patterns become more kind of dysfunctional. They become poor, right? The quality, like we lose it. And so rather than trying to avoid everything, because that never makes us better, avoiding things doesn't make it better. All it does is makes you more susceptible to when you have to perform that movement. And life happens at life speed, and we cannot avoid living life, right? We don't live in a bubble. So rather than avoiding everything, it's really about teaching ourselves how to perform things the right way so that we are more durable, we are stronger and more resistant to all these nagging aches, pains, and injuries that tend to kind of derail our efforts to be physically active and be able to run and be able to train and be able to play sports and do the things that we love to do for the rest of our lives. It's not about age. It has nothing to do with it. It's about how we are performing our movement patterns. That's what this is all about, right? So what we can do is really learn how to use exercise to improve ourselves, to make us stronger, to make us more durable, to decrease pain, rather than trying to stack fitness on top of poor movement patterns and then let that drive pain and injuries in our body. And then let doctors and everybody else tell us how we need pain medications or maybe a surgery, or that we're too old to do this and we can't do that and we can't lift more than 10 pounds and all this crap that we're being told, right? That's what it's about. Using our exercise to make us better, not make us worse. And it all starts with understanding how to move, right? So don't let pain and injuries define what you can and can't do. Don't listen to the naysayers out there who will tell you what is or isn't possible, what you can and can't do, what you should or shouldn't be able to do because of your age or your injuries. Man, we cannot let that stuff hold us back. We've got a life to live. We've got goals that we have ambitions, we have dreams, and we got one shot at this life to live it. So we might as well stop avoiding the stuff that derails us from our dreams, that takes us away from our goals, and start finding a way to be able to work toward our goals without having to sacrifice them and give up and settle for what we think is more realistic for us. It's not about what we're doing, it's about how we're doing it. Learn how to do it properly. Your body will thank you. All right, that's all I got for today. I'm off. Beautiful day today. Hope you guys have a great day. I hope this helped in some way. If you're dealing with any of that stuff, there is a way out. There is hope. Don't let other people or anyone or anything stop you. Talk to you later. Take care.